Right, okay. It says that I am. Holy moly, I'm live too early. Shit. I think I've gone. Oh, this isn't good. Scheiße. I'm live too early. I don't know what this means. Oh no, my live. Oh crap. I've gone live too early. Oh, this is why no one's here. Oh crap. I don't know how this. People see me live right now. Let me have a look on my page. Um, am I live to? Am I currently live on my YouTube page? Oh my goodness gracious me! Hold on a minute. Uh oh, crikey. Okay, I see. Okay, okay, we got some. Okay, hold up. Oh crikey. I've literally messed up my own live. I've gone live literally 15 minutes early. Crap. I thought it was 9:30 that I put it on UK time, but it's 9:45. But I see that we got Susu's in the chat. This is why nobody else is here. I mean, I know we got viewers. I can see that we got people viewing right now, but not talking, apart from one. Oh, I've completely botched this. Um uh I don't know if I should come off my live and then come back on again because I've come live too early and oh okay. No, do you know what? No, no. Let's just start. Let's just start. Let's just start. Let's just start. Listen, people are coming in now. This is my fault. Okay, no, I can see people coming in now. Yeah, but people are coming in now, so I can see you guys and I started to chat. So Sue, stay right there. No, we shouldn't come back. Uh, and this is your first live. Okay, no. Because especially because it's your first live as well. We won't start again. Oh my goodness, it's one of those days. As I remember when I went to set the live stream, I was like, let me set it for 9:30. But then I was like, oh no, that's probably not enough time because that's only like 45 minutes. Let me give at least an hour, like at least an hour notice. So I was like, I'll do 9:45 instead. But obviously, because I had 9:30 in my head originally, I ended up coming on early, basically, instead. So uh, well, the good news is people are coming in now, and I can see people saying that they had got notifications, which is good because that usually never happens. People always message me after on the chat on the comment section saying, "Oh, I didn't know you was live." So it looks like notifications are working for some people. Well, let me start my greetings, and then we can get get going. Susie, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here early. Just me, welcome as well. Thank you for being here. Tiffany Longboat, how you doing? Wendy's front yard, how are you? Melanie Rose, how are you? Immortal, I don't know. Immortal. I'm just gonna say immortal. Yeah. Welcome to the stream and thank you for being here too. Yes, that's right. That's right. Miss Charlie Stain, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Just Joe, how are you too? Come on now. Let's get into this one. Oh yeah, you people are definitely coming in now. Sheila, how you doing? Thea's coming in too. Greater Lee, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Sunny, how are you? How are you as well? Yeah, they'll catch the replay. Yeah, they'll catch the replay 100%. Okay. Um, the reason why they call her Fart Girl is because uh she used to sell farts in jars. She used to fart in jars and then sell them. And she was bragging about it for such a long time and bragging about how much money it was making her. And then she started complaining at one point about how it was making her feel sick, but still bragging about it regardless. So that's why she's called it because of that. For the people that don't know. Yep, I know, absolutely, of course, the things that people do for money. Obviously, who's Stephanie? Stephanie was like, I don't even know what season she was on. She was on it way back. It's when she went to Australia with Erica, and it was clear that she didn't even like Erica, so she just basically just dragged her along, to be honest with you. That's how it came across anyway. Yeah, she said that she made millions, but, you know, still debatable by many of us. All right, cool. Let's get into this tea that she has for us and see, obviously, you know, what she has spoiled. Now, I have got it sped up, just so you know, because there's no way I'm listening to her talk in normal mode. No, I can't do it. I refuse. So let's get into it.
First question is, are you actually going to spill interesting tea? I feel like you use this gimmick a lot. Whoa, I've been called out. No, I'm gonna actually really spill some tea. Of course, there are people who already are like wise to the manipulation tactics and tricks that reality TV producers use, but like a lot of people don't know this, so I think you guys are gonna be very shocked to hear the things I have to say. Want to meet up for 10K and all expenses? Okay, first question, how much were you paid? This is actually one of the most frequently asked questions because people seem to think that because somebody does reality TV, they're automatically gonna be able to like retire and move to Antigua and just like ball out for the rest of their lives, and that's not the case. You do not make a lot of money being on reality television. Actually, for me, I think I spent more money while I was on the show and like in order to be on the show than I actually made. I was making about anywhere between $1,000 to $2,000 per episode.
Why can't you give us an accurate answer? Why are you saying anywhere about 1,000 to 2,000? What was it? Was it 1,000 or was it 2,000? Was it 150, 120? You know what I mean? Like, what was it? You know, like, be specific. It's not rocket science. But anyway, we've already heard so many times about obviously how much they earn, so this isn't actually new to us. And she knows that we already know this, so I don't know why she's telling us something that we already know. We want the juicy parts. You know, the parts that we don't know already, you know what I mean? Or confirmation of the things that we even imagined. Oh dear. Told you. Tired out here. I did not like Stephanie. She was such a complainer and a user. Complete waste of time for Erica. Oh yeah, I agree. Absolutely. Made in millions one fart at a time. Her voice annoys me. I mean, listen, you're not the only person. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, not gonna lie to you. Do you know what I mean? This is why I said I just want to speed up her voice because I don't want to be listening to it for too long. You know what I mean?
And I know that that pay rate does go up for cast members who are repeatedly brought back for future seasons, but I really was only on before the 90 Days Single Life, and then I did Pillow Talk. Pillow Talk, I believe they pay like $1,500 per episode, and so like after a whole season of the show, it's maybe like 10 to 13 episodes that you're getting paid for, which is like not enough money. And sometimes you're filming that show over the course of an entire year, so that's 30K for a whole year. And in most places in this country, you cannot survive off of that. So yeah, you don't get rich from being on reality television, but the smart ones do get rich afterwards because they use their exposure and their like 15 minutes of fame to launch a brand or, you know, make money through a special spicy site, which is what I did. Next question, who's the nicest people from 90 Day and are you still in touch with any of them? I am not really in touch with many 90 Day Fiance cast members anymore. It's pretty hard to because all of them are all over the place, but I have been friends with some in the past. Some I've had really great experiences with, some I've had really, really bad experiences with. But the number one experience that I happen to see the most, I'm not saying all of them, but there's like a good handful of them that think that just because they went on 90 Day Fiance that they are like now a celebrity and like walk around with this attitude. And it's like, come on guys, we were on fucking 90 Day Fiance. We're not like Oscar winning actors. I think it's being on camera, having cameras following you around, having somebody do your hair and makeup. It makes you feel like you're up on some pedestal when actually you're not.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't she give off that energy though of always kind of like acting as if she's not better than anyone else, but she's always acting as like, well, because I was a 90 Day Fiance, that means I know all the tea. Because I was a 90 Day Fiance, that means I know all the situations. Because I was a 90 Day Fiance, that means all of my opinions are going to be correct about this storyline, that couple, this couple, you know what I mean? So she does behave as if she's like above all of us, to be honest, when she's making her content on TikTok, Instagram, I guess YouTube as well. So she's waffling a whole bunch of nonsense at this point. She's not really telling us anything that is whatever. But okay. But yeah, make sure you let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Obviously, how she's speaking her piece, telling us the tea.
However, that being said, there are 90 Day Fiance cast members who are super real, super chill. Ari is one person that I think of off the top of my head. Just really like this girl. We talk, we've hung out a couple of times, and I can tell you she's one of the nicest. Even though her edit has been not so favorable, but I can tell you guys that this is the manipulation of the show. They manipulate you to believe that someone is a bad person when they're actually not a bad person. In fact, this person might be the victim. Next question is, do they ever make you do retakes to make better reactions? Yes, absolutely. There are so many retakes, and that's why sometimes filming a very intense scene where you're having an intense discussion can get really, really annoying and escalate really, really quickly because you are talking about something that's real, you're expressing real emotions, but the producers keep stopping you and keep like asking you to elaborate on certain things, or they'll ask further questions, or they'll ask you to say certain things because they know it's going to escalate the situation out of hand. And a conversation that in real life would normally take maybe like 10-15 minutes in the course of filming might take a couple of hours, and then you're exhausted, the person you're filming with is exhausted, you just want to go home, you want to go to sleep. And at one point it's kind of messed up because you become so tired and delirious, all these lights are on you, that like at one point you're just like willing to say anything to appease the producer and just like make this all stop. Like I remember that I was filming a scene at one point and we were literally sitting there for hours, and I had just flown in the other day from the United States to Australia, and I just remember wanting to go back to the hotel room so bad so I can sleep because I was so fucking weak and so tired. I was literally like fading. And at one point I even almost said to the producers, like, okay, what do you need here? Like, what do you need us to say out of this scene to make this fucking stop so I can go back to the hotel and sleep? That's honestly how it felt half the time. Also, I'm not a person who has a lot of like energy. I have an autoimmune illness. So like I need to tap out at one point, and that's something that they would not let us do. There were literally days that we were filming for like 14 hours and I was losing my damn mind. So if you ever saw me on reality TV and I looked absolutely fucking miserable, it wasn't misery because of my partner. It wasn't misery because of the relationship. It was misery because I was filming for 14 days and I was hungry, tired, and sleep deprived. Next question. Did you get asked to do anything out of character? Did they make wild changes during?
That's an interesting take. So what I'm getting out of this is that basically she's saying that some of the things that we saw from her on the show wasn't due to her relationship, it was due to producers tying her out. I'm not saying she's lying, and I'm not saying that she's wrong, but it sounds as if like she's trying to maybe cover up little cracks here and there. You know, as if she's trying to say, well, this is why I actually said this in that scene. This is actually why I behaved in that scene because they did this to me, blah, blah, blah. You know, there was never, whatever. Let's see what you're saying here in the comment section. She's very entitled, feels better than. I agree with that 1000%. Conceded, completely agree with that. She's crazy. Has a road lizard. What's a road lizard? I thought a lizard was just a lizard. I didn't realize there's different types of lizards. Please elaborate. What is the road lizard? Let me know. People make less doing actual work with zero perks, like fame. I hear that. I heard that she mentioned her fasts were canned fasts. Yes. She would fat on. Yeah, that's canned, right? Fat on a job. I don't know, man. Listen, to be honest, they were very smelly, and that's why they would hold the potency in the jar sent to the buyer. Probably. Please tap out. Acted like she was on a deathbed during season, and now it's like a no big deal at all. And that's true, 100%. Because to be honest, throughout the season, she was acting all like, and I'm not trying to mock what she's got going on with herself, you know what I mean? But it's just her energy's been so different ever since she's been on the show, you know what I mean? Do canned farts expire? I don't know, and I don't think I want to know, to be honest with you. A Rango movie. I haven't seen the movie, to be honest with you, so I wouldn't know. But let's continue with this madness.
Editing, yes, absolutely. I think almost everything I did was out of character. Flying to another country to meet a significant other that I barely knew, that was very out of character. Basically everything, like all of the activities that we had planned and organized to do with the producer were kind of out of character for me. I'm glad that we did some of the things we did. Like some of the things that we did were really fun. I remember we went cage diving with great white sharks. Perhaps not something that I would have done if I hadn't been on the show, but I'm glad that I did it because now it gives me like so much street cred. Like you guys don't know how many times I drop that in like a conversation with a new person I'm talking to. Like, yeah, I cage dive with great white sharks in Australia. Just
wow, well done.
automatically makes me so much cooler. People who know me in real life know that I'm like a very bubbly, happy-go-lucky person. I am not a negative person. I am the opposite of negative person. I'm actually the type of person when things are going really fucking bad, I'm always like, no guys, it's fine. Look on the bright side. Yet somehow on the show, I look like a miserable, negative, pessimistic bitch all the time. And that makes me sad because did editing make me appear that way? Probably a little bit. I think that they heavily focused on all of like the negative aspects of me. I think I was definitely edited to look more miserable because I do recall smiling, laughing, and having fun a lot on that trip. And then I watched the show and I was like, oh my God, I look like I'm being held hostage.
I feel like she literally made this video just to justify why she behaved the way she behaved and why she looked the way she looked. Because right now, this video is 10 minutes long. We are 7 minutes into it because obviously it's sped up, right? And right now, I've heard more things. I've heard her say more things that basically support why she was portrayed or why she behaved the way she did, rather than things that are actually spilling the tea on 90 Day Fiance. She's just talking. She's just talking and talking. You know, when people talk so much, they talk, but they say nothing. That is the legit situation. Talking without saying a single goddamn word. I hope she says something in the next couple of minutes we got left here. Oh, yikes. Let's have a look here. Expire. You guys, street cred. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Lame-o. Can you put that on the resume? Put it on your resume. Yes, I dived in with white sharks. No, girl, the way you treat Erica is why people think you think that about you. 100% I agree. Swam with sharks on a resume. Imagine, she'd probably put it on there. Let's be real. She probably has it on her spicy accounts. She probably had to put that on a resume listening to her. Not a lot going on in that brain. Oh, 100%. The brain is empty.
Next question is, I thought everyone on 90 Day Fiancé has to sign an NDA. Is that true? Yes, but every single NDA has an expiration date. I think mine was for a period of like 1 to 2 years after my season ended. So I am free, baby. Next question is it scripted? No, reality TV is not scripted. Is it manipulated? Yes. Is it edited? Yes. Do they use manipulation tactics to get you to say or do things that they want you to do or say? Some reality TV shows more than others. I feel like 90 Day Fiancé is the least manipulated of the other reality TV shows. Like, for example, I would imagine the shows like Real Housewives are very, very edited. I think the most deceitful thing about reality TV, specifically 90 Day Fiancé, is just the way that the people are portrayed. I feel that oftentimes people are portrayed incorrectly, and one person might be portrayed as the victim or as being innocent or as the likable one, but in real life, like, this person is completely different. Next question.
Hold on. So you're telling me, I just want to get this abundantly clear. So you're telling me that 90 Day Fiancé is not that heavily scripted? I mean, sorry, not that heavily manipulated. So why is 90 Day Fiancé getting worse upon worse upon worse? I thought it was getting worse because they manipulate too much. So now you're telling me it's getting worse because the people they're bringing in are just boring people, basically. I'm a bit baffed, to be honest with you. That one has taken me by storm. I wasn't expecting that, to be honest with you. How you doing, Gary? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, a lot of lives this week, you know what I mean? I'm in the mood this week, I'm in the mood, so hey ho. And to be fair, not gonna lie to you, like, sometimes I come across some videos and I'm like, it'd be easy if I just do a live stream. Don't really want to, make this video and then, let's just do a live stream. Less work to do. She can't put her brain farts in a can. Of course not. Can't stand her and her mum on Pillow Talk. I only like their dog. You know what though? I've never watched them. I've only ever watched, like, I think I've ever watched one episode of Pillow Talk. Not gonna lie to you, it was only one. The reason being is because the reason I can't watch Pillow Talk is because when you've already seen the episode itself, right? Imagine now having to re-watch it, but now you're watching these cast members comment on it. Not my vibe. It's not my vibe. If I'm gonna re-watch the show and I want commentary, it's gonna be someone that's not on the show, and I can get like a bit authentic reaction. You know what I mean? Because they're not under contract to have to say X, Y, Z. You know what I'm saying? But Pillow Talk is probably heavily scripted or manipulated or whatever the hell you want to call it. Poor dog, Maddie. She might be crazy enough to not have needed a script or editor. That's a fair point. I know, right? I feel so bad for the poor dog. Everyone's just rooting for the dog at this point. Save the dog. The only person interested from her family.
Will you ever be back on 90 Day Fiancé? I don't really think so. I do not see myself getting into another relationship with a person who would want to do that show. I would not even want to risk my relationship with that show, because when you go on that show, you are risking your relationship. You are getting the entire reality TV world involved in your problems, and people are chiming in, and it can break apart a relationship and a couple so fast. Like, I'm pretty sure that the success rate for most couples on that show is really, really low. So I don't think I would go back. I am currently trying to get on like a baking show though. A baking or a cooking show. Anybody know how I can get on that? Because I want to get on that. I literally have it on my vision board.
I promise you now, no one from the 90 Day world is going to give you advice or even going to try and vouch for you. To be honest, and if they do, there's something wrong with them.
Oh my god, guys, I have to show you. Hold on. Pause to look at my vision board with me. Okay. My vision board says eat healthy and drink more and cook more at home. Baking or cooking reality TV. That's right there. So if anybody wants to submit my audition tape for a cooking or baking show, it could be any theme. I don't care. Put me on Worst Cooks in America. Next question is, you always think about the cameras when you were on the show. I was very aware of cameras being on me, and I think the fact that I do YouTube and I'm already so well versed in marketing and social media, it kind of made me appear as less authentic, because every single time I was on camera, I felt like I had to entertain. I felt like I had to do something funny or say something crazy, and I think people definitely got a sense of that, and that's why I was probably super cringe on TV.
Can somebody please name me one time Stephanie was funny on the show? I do not remember when she was funny in any shape or form. You had to be funny, and I think I did that. No way, Jose, you're lying to me. You're lying to me. How you doing, Lucy? Welcome to the stream. Why are you guys still talking about canned farts? I just thought it was going on here. Please, baby Jesus, don't go back on the show. Oh, of course not. Come on now, we don't want that. I know I'm not the smartest person in the world, but she makes me feel super smart. Can you imagine? When you meet someone that makes you feel smart, that's when you know that person's dumb as hell. Or maybe it's they don't want you back. That many fans have asked for her. Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh my god, the fart girl. Super cringe, absolutely. Funny, no. I just remember her being a psycho horse beast. Yeah, I just remember being extra difficult. You know what I mean? Like she was just extra difficult, Erica, man. Yeah. But yeah, if she was on it during COVID times, yeah. I just remember, she wasn't entertaining at all. Facts, because she cheated and used canned farts and sold them as hers, as she stated, based on what I heard. Can we please stop talking about farts? Oh my god, I should never put the title the way it is. I'm gonna go after this live. All I'm gonna think about is canned farts. Like, oh my god, just let it go, let it go. Erica was the fun one. Yeah, I remember that. She was the more interesting one. She had a bit more about her, you know. She had friends that actually wanted to spend time with her. Stephanie was. I remember Stephanie being jealous of the friends or not wanting to be friends. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, no, she was there just to ruin, like, Erica's lifestyle. You know, because Erica had such a good community around her as well. Not only am I qualified for upper management, I also swam with sharks. Stop it. Not only am I qualified for upper management, I swam with sharks and fought into jars. Imagine she put that on her resume. Oh my days. For the people who don't necessarily know what Tiffany's talking about, this is because Stephanie said in this video that, there's a lot of things that the show got them to do that they didn't want to do, but then there's some things they did do that she actually is happy that she did do. And one of those was swimming with some white sharks or great white sharks, something like that. And she said, because obviously I swam with sharks, it's basically up my street cred. She was boasting about it as if it's like yeah. So now everybody just mocking her pretty much because of the way she delivered it. She was just way too like, yeah. The fact that she said street cred is what just made it worse. Yeah, it was a hot mess. Hot mess. Yep, exactly. What? Exactly. So, she thinks that now, because she has swam with sharks, she's now badass. She's now got that street cred. If I did remember what time it was, like the times I would have gone back and played it and just allowed it to explain and stuff, but I can't remember. I didn't even see it at the time.
TV. But one thing that always shocks me, guys, is that, I have an OF and so many people followed me on OF from that show. Like, so many. And I look at the show and I'm like, I'm not even that attractive. Like, what?
Here we go. Here we go again. Here we go again. I look at the show, I'm not even that attractive. Here we go again. Like, this girl loves attention. She wants people to come in the comments and say, no, Stephanie, you are attractive. Don't say that. What? You shouldn't beat yourself up. The manipulation.
What were they seeing that made them think, I want to see more? I don't know. Maybe it's because I was acting like a crazy bitch, or maybe it's because my boob. Let me tell you, so many people. So I guess that was one good thing that came out of it. That is the tea on my time on reality television. And if you guys have any more questions, let me know in the comments. I'll be in the comments after I upload this and answer any further questions.
She'll be in the comments and she will, what comments did she, okay, let's see. Did people ask her any questions and what did they have to say? I'm going to spill the tea. Proceeds to essentially say nothing over 10 minutes. How does film for Pivotal work? Do they film all the episodes at once, or do you have to film one episode? Well, that's yeah. Love this video. I agree. I'm loving the long hair. I love the video. You're fantastic. Love the long hair. You are drop dead gorgeous. You see. She wanted comments like these comments that people talk about how good she is. A reoccurring comment is always, why do they take the person who just landed to go to the stuff right away instead of letting them rest? So that's the show setting that up, not the partner jumping into things. Let's have a look here. What was the response? They honestly do this because they want you to physically and mentally exhausted because that's when you snap and give them very good television. Yeah. Do TLC/producers pay for any of the activities that are filmed? An example would be the shark cage diving. Oh, here we go. The shark cage diving. The fact that this person used the shark cage diving, you're now rubbing her ego. You know her ego right now has been rubbed. See, I knew he was gonna give me straight credit, but you spoke about it. They did pay for the activity, but they did not pay for my flight to Australia. Who was the most fake cast member you met? No, she didn't answer that one. Of course, she didn't answer this one. Well, to be fair, that was 20 minutes ago. To be fair. So it is what it is. Let's have a look here. Is this the nightmare being who? Wait. Is this the nightmare human being who so fast for a living? She responded to this one. This is the one, can't stand her. Reporting for duty. You're disgusting. Oh my goodness gracious me. You definitely like shock value stuff. She's so fine. You should apply for Nailed In. Great video. Kind of knew most of this as my background is in media. Okay, good for you, buddy. Awesome video. Oh my god. You're so beautiful, blah, blah. Okay, so there we go. We've read the comments and this is where we're at, okay? The downfall of OnlyFans. Of course, we made a video about that. Well, let's get into the comments now in the live chat and see what you folks have had to say before we round it all up. Let's have a look. Mimi, welcome to the stream. Mimi, how you doing? To be fair, Mimi, you're not even that late. I accidentally came live 15 minutes early, so yeah. I mean, you're late still either way, but you're not late the way you're not. Yeah, you're still late, but yeah, it's just a bit different. Even the sharks even the sharks didn't even want her. Come on now, let them know. Janitor, perfect job for her. Or at least she knows it. Product placement. I want a roster leaked of who bought those stinky pots. Who would love to see the demographics? I don't want to know. I don't want to see anything. Oh my gosh, fishing for compliments. Exactly, Lucy. You saw that. Come on now. Had to get an OF plug in there. Of course she had to get an OF plug in there. When she mentioned her breast, didn't she? Yeah, when she was like, I saw that she edited it out a little bit, but she still kind of allowed half of it to be said. And I think the reason why, maybe that's just due to, do you know, I think that she probably went like this. She probably raised them up, but then realized that YouTube might demonetize her, so she cut it off a little bit. I don't know, but she was definitely, yeah. She was definitely trying to promote the business and that. Had to get, hold on a minute. What tea? That was warm milk at best. Just me, you're being generous. Warm milk at best. What warm milk did you experience here? It wasn't even warm milk. It wasn't even real cow's milk, to be honest with you. You know, at best, it wasn't even that. It was like artificial milk. The cheapest form of artificial milk, I'm telling you now. Let's have a look here. She thinks she's ugly, so she can get so she gets an OF page. That tracks. Didn't it come out at the tail that Darcy's Tom reached out to her? I'm not just sure. I didn't see that at the time. Someone else can maybe confirm that. Molly Ann. What name? Molly Ann. Never heard that name before. I mean, I've heard the name Molly before and Ann, but Molly Ann together. First time hearing it. Cool name. Y'all are hilarious. Listen, Heather, man, these people are too wild in this chat here. Don't be encouraging them. Don't be telling them that they're all hilarious, okay? Otherwise Susu will keep talking about flipping canned farts, okay? Don't encourage this madness. She's actually so surprised that people wanted to follow her on the spicy sides. Come on. I mean, listen, Kirsten, she's just, it's just reverse psychology nonsense, isn't it? Whatever. Saying things to get the reaction that she wants. Haha, it's a little problem I have. Oh yeah, isn't it, Mimi? Psst, you probably get to work late, don't you too? I'm not sure which is worse, the fact that she farted in jars or the fact that she was able to sell them. I just don't want to know. Microwave soy milk. Hey, listen, you see, you're going places now. Nah. Do you know what? It was microwave outdated milk. I'm going with that one. The moldy type. No, you know when milk goes off and it's mold and it stinks like hell. Yeah, that's the milk. That's what we got here. I can't help. I can't help. You're terrible. Stay-at-home mom. So no, I'm always on time for that. Bloody hell! Shocking behavior. You are. You're just liberties. You're late, but yet you're always at home, just doing nothing. No, I'm just playing. Well, I mean, listen. For the people who, well, to be fair, it probably doesn't matter now. But for the people that are gonna watch this like off air, I apologize if you're probably the intro was about 15 minutes long because I was like figuring out why the hell no one was here, and then I realized it was my fault because I'm a twat. But life goes on. But anyway, thank you so much, folks, for coming through. Okay. Yeah, and I'll see you guys next time I do go live again. You know what I mean? I didn't plan to even go live this week. No, I definitely didn't plan to go live like pretty much like most days this week, to be honest with you. And I don't plan to go live for the rest of the week until next week. But saying that though, I said that yesterday, and then I'm back being live again today. So I'll definitely be back again for lives. Obviously next week, probably on Monday onwards. But I will say this: potentially expect another live during the weekend because I keep saying I'm not gonna go, but then I end up being here. So I may end up going live again. So you know what I mean. But if I'm not on the weekend, I'll be here next week. Okay. It was her street cred that made you go live. Listen, just me, you caught me red-handed. You caught me red-handed right there. Now listen, Susie, you're awesome too. You're awesome when you're not talking about when you're not talking about farts. You're awesome. Let's put it that way. Yeah. But anyway, thank you so much, everyone that came through. Really appreciate it. Okay, hope you guys have a lovely Friday evening, as well as also a lovely weekend ahead as well. Okay, and if I do end up being live, I will catch you guys there. But also, I would really appreciate if I caught you guys on my uploads as well in the comment section. But hey, please leave a like on your way out. And yeah, look after yourself, folks. Come on now. Peace.